many hospice nurses can often sense when someone is nearing the end of their life? It's not about superstition. And it's not dramatic. It's something much quieter, something deeply human. Over years of tender observation, they've seen patterns, subtle signs that show up again and again. And in this video, we're going to talk about 5 subtle signs that the end is near, signs that hospice nurses recognize immediately, but that most families might miss. This isn't about fear. This is about understanding, about honoring our loved ones, and about facing life's final chapter with grace, clarity, and peace. So whether you're caring for someone right now or simply preparing your heart for the future, this video is for you. Stay with me. Welcome to Elderly Wellness Stories, the channel where we speak honestly, compassionately, and clearly about the real experiences of aging. I'm Scarlett, and today we're diving into a tender but important topic: the subtle signs that someone may be nearing the end of their life. Many of us have already walked beside a parent, a spouse, or a dear friend during their final days. And while nothing can take away the sorrow of loss, knowing what to expect can bring us calm, connection, and even comfort. So today, let me gently walk you through 5 signs that hospice nurses say happen again and again. You may have seen them before, or maybe you'll recognize them now for the first time. Let's begin with the first one. Sign 1. Withdrawal from the outside world. The first sign hospice nurses often notice is withdrawal from the outside world. It doesn't happen in one dramatic moment. It's gradual, a little less conversation, a little more silence. Maybe their eyes stay closed longer. Maybe they stop watching their favorite show or don't answer phone calls anymore. It can feel like a fading light, not an abrupt switch. Hospice nurses say this withdrawal is not about sadness. It's more like turning inward. The person seems to begin detaching from things of this world, not in a cold way, but in a reflective one. There was an 84-year-old man named Walter, a natural storyteller full of jokes and charm. But in his last days, he asked for fewer visitors. No music, no TV, just quiet. When his daughter offered to watch their favorite show, he smiled and whispered, "Not today, that's all." This withdrawal is purposeful. The body is conserving energy. The mind is preparing. And what may seem like distance to us is actually a sacred form of focus. And sometimes, the most loving thing we can do is simply sit beside them, in silence, without asking anything. Sign 2. Changes in breathing. The second sign is something that many families find alarming at first. Changes in breathing. The rhythm may become uneven. There might be longer pauses between breaths, a gasp, a stillness, then another breath. This is often called Cheney-Stokes breathing, and it's a natural part of the body winding down. It's not painful. It's not a struggle. It's simply the body letting go. Dorothy, age 79, once told her daughter, "Breathing is like music. You only notice it when it changes." In her final days, Dorothy's breathing changed like soft waves. Her daughter would breathe with her, in sync, calmly, quietly. It became a moment of connection, not fear. So if you notice this pattern, don't panic. Know that it is a sign of transition, not suffering. And sometimes just being there, with your own steady breath, can bring peace. Sign 3. Spiritual withdrawal. Sign number 3 is a deeper kind of detachment, withdrawal from the world on a spiritual or emotional level. They may not speak much anymore. They may stare into space or close their eyes even when awake. It can feel like they're already somewhere else. But this isn't rejection. It's not depression. It's preparation. James was 84, a train engineer who loved telling stories. But in his final week, he barely spoke. He stared out the window, touched an old toy train, and softly said, That chapter's over. His family realized that he wasn't giving up. He was letting go. Psychologically, this stage can serve as a buffer, allowing a person to process what's happening. For the family, it's a time to honor their quiet. No need to fill the silence. Just hold space. And know that your presence means more than any words. Sign 4. Unexplained surge of energy. The fourth sign often surprises families, a sudden surge of energy. After days of quiet, your loved one might suddenly sit up, ask for food, speak clearly, or smile. This is known as the rally. George, a 79-year-old farmer, hadn't spoken for days. One morning he asked for coffee, gave his son advice about their apple trees, and cracked a little joke. That night, he passed peacefully in his sleep. This burst of energy can be beautiful, but it's not a recovery. It's a final wave of clarity, a moment of connection. So, if you witness it, embrace it. Be present. Listen. Say what you need to say. Because this could be your last beautiful exchange. Sign 5. Final breathing changes. The final sign is one you may have heard about, but not fully understood. The last changes in breathing. Cheney-Stokes breathing may return, often followed by something called the death rattle. It's a gurgling sound caused by fluids the body no longer clears. It may sound unsettling, but nurses say the person is not in distress. They are not choking. Carol, age 82, had been unconscious for 2 days. Her daughter sat beside her holding her hand. As the rhythm of breathing slowed, so did the heartbeat. And then, just silence, like a tide pulling back into the ocean. It wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. It was gentle. If you've watched this far, thank you. I know this wasn't an easy video, but it was an important one, because death, like birth, has its rhythm. It carries signs. It brings us face to face with love in its purest form. Hospice nurses say that being there, just being present, is often the greatest gift you can give. So whether you're preparing for what lies ahead or reflecting on a loved one's final days, I hope this gave you peace, clarity, and compassion. And if it did, would you kindly share in the comments what stood out most to you today? Your story may comfort someone else who's walking the same path. Please consider subscribing to Elderly Wellness Stories. It means the world to us and helps us continue creating gentle, meaningful content like this. Until next time, I'm Scarlett, and I'm sending you peace, love, and light.